Hey, what's up folks, welcome back to the channel. So I thought this would be a very fun video to react to, and that is the 25 foods that Americans love that non-Americans think are disgusting. Now, being a foreigner, I guess I can give my honest feedback on each of the foods mentioned. So without any further delay, let's go.
You ready to introduce your international friends to your favorite American foods? Or are you international and you are very curious about our American delicacies? Well, you might want to hold off a moment and pay attention to this list first. Many American foods are considered too sweet, too plasticky, or too salty to non-American taste buds. Any guesses on what might be on this list? Well, I'm Mike with List 25, and let's find out now by checking out these 25 foods Americans love that non-Americans think are disgusting.
Let's go, baby. Can't wait for this. This should be fun. I feel like I like American
25.
food.
Chicken and waffles. Honestly, when I first heard of this combo, I was a bit taken aback too. However, it's totally worth trying. You just have to get past the audacity of it all. Yeah. It's not that much different from adjusting to other things in this country if you think about it. I mean, is it genius or
That's
insanity?
Syrup on the chicken.
24. Mint flavor.
Before we get on to that one, I guess I need a bigger description of what that previous one entails. So that was just chicken, waffles, and was that the syrup over the chicken and the waffles? That is definitely a combination that I would never have tried before. I've never had chicken and waffles ever in my life at the same time, and having syrup over it definitely seems a little bit strange. At the same time, I've never tried it, so how can I ever give an honest opinion on that?
Favorite things. Think York peppermint patties, mint ice cream, or junior mints. Or, mint flavored Oreos. A lot of people that grew up outside of the US think these type of treats taste like eating from a tube of toothpaste. I get it. But I'm still gonna eat mint chocolate chip ice cream for dessert, but I get it. Oh man. Oh yeah. Oh.
I'll give my honest feedback on this. I've never been the greatest fan of mint flavored things. Sometimes, mint flavored ice cream can definitely hit the spot, or a nice chocolate with the green mint pieces in it is sometimes good. I've never ever thought of having a mint flavored Oreo though. That definitely seems a tiny bit strange, but I can't hate. It doesn't sound too bad. This one doesn't sound disgusting. It just sounds okay.
Mint. What the? Uh-oh, the bag was ripped. This is probably, oh no. 23. Corn dogs. If you think about the way most hot dogs are produced in this country and what they're often made of, I agree. It's totally disgusting. However, if you deep fry that baby in some sweet corn batter, it's right up there with pizza when you're on your way home after a night out on the town. Just sweet, crunchy, worthwhile regret.
Okay, so when it comes to the corn dog, I've always heard about this American snack. Never had one in South Africa. But this one doesn't sound terrible. It just seems like a hot dog that is battered. I feel like that could actually be quite nice. That sounds like something I would probably enjoy when I go to a sports game or something. So I'm going to say that is not disgusting. But at the same time, I understand why people feel like hot dogs are disgusting, processed meat and all that. But so far, I think I would like the corn dog.
Oh,
It looks pretty good.
22. Twizzlers. Many people complain about it tasting like plastic that's cherry flavored, and I have no defense for this one. You can use it as a straw though, which actually Sour Punch are better for. They're great for sipping soda out of, also great for
I've never had Twizzlers.
Also great for empty calorie consumption, or you could just not eat them because they're gross. I hate Twizzlers.
They just look like licorice to me, and I don't mind licorice, so I get the feeling I'd probably like them.
21. Candy corn. Quite possibly the most divisive candy out there, even for us Americans. I'm totally on team no on the candy corn. Am I?
What is that?
I'm on team yes. Sorry, Ryder. Sorry, Crystal. I'm on team yes. You might be on team no. I love candy corn and little candy pumpkins too. Oh, everything's great. I love candy corn.
I've got no opinion. Never had candy corn.
Sweet potato casserole. Okay, so two things. Marshmallows seem to ruin a lot of food for foreigners. There's a theme. They are weird and probably aren't even really food. Take that and put it on top of sweet potato casserole, which has lots of butter and sugar added, and
No.
it's just a little too much.
It's a no from me, folks.
19. Root beer.
I will definitely try it. I'm always willing to try, any type of food at least once, but I get the feeling that one might miss the mark for me.
Now, I've heard this from people from several different areas of the world. It's the flavor used for cough and cold medicine all over the rest of the world.
I've never had root beer.
Related to using kilometers or Celsius. Oh, no. No.
It's fizzing over, baby.
I like root beer. I really do. 18. Outback Steakhouse. From the bloomin' onion to all the other things, Australians are not impressed and honestly confused by this popular American chain, which, by the way, originated in Tampa, Florida. The original is still there on Henderson Avenue. Boulevard? Henderson Boulevard. Why does I say Avenue? Henderson Boulevard, that's the one I used to go to all the time, not even knowing it was the very first one. Visitors are not sure there's anything truly Australian about the place, not even Foster's. It did originate in Tampa Bay, so,
That looks pretty good.
There's that. I haven't had a bloomin' onion in a long time. Let's do this.
Oh, it's an onion.
Yeah.
Like a fried onion.
Oops. Oh, yeah, look at that.
Deep fried
That's
onion.
going to fall.
I would enjoy that.
Yep.
I would probably enjoy that. That looks pretty good.
17. Cakes and candies. I'm sure this isn't a huge shocker at this point. Most chocolates and cakes are way sweeter here in the US than anywhere else in the world. Most recipes are sweet to the point of disgusting. Hey, don't insult my Reese's. By the way, greatest candy ever. Fight me.
I've never had Reese's. I realized, guys, I should probably do a video where I try American snacks and candy for the very first time. I think that would be very interesting because I've got a massive sweet tooth. So I don't think the sweetness of American candy would put me off necessarily. I love gummies. I love, anything sweets related. Like those Twizzlers that he talked about earlier being disgusting. I feel like I would like those. But anyway.
Peanut butter and chocolate. And again, fun fact, it's my favorite candy. And I share a birthday with the creator of it, so that's kind of neat. But all Reese's everything is fantastic.
Okay.
That's why I bought a giant bag of it.
So that's like a peanut butter treat. Could be pretty good.
Oh, root beer and bloomin' onion. 16. Grits.
What the
It's
hell
a
is
hit or
that?
miss, even for us Americans.
What is
Speaking
that?
from experience, the problem is that they are quite easy to over or undercook. And they have a very bland taste, so seasoning is important. Although if you're from the South, you love grits. Pro tip, if you're trying them for the first time, try them in the southern parts of the US. Florida doesn't count, because while it's in the South geographically, it's not really a southern state in any other aspect. Also, it's true, don't buy instant grits. Like oatmeal, it's just not the same. And try lots of cheese and butter. And you know what? Pop a fried egg on top.
So is this
Shrimp
like
and
some
grits.
maize
Go for
or
that.
something?
Oh, grits are good. I used to not like them. I actually used to really not like grits. I love them now. They're fantastic. And yeah, Florida's not the South. Like, you can't go to Miami and be like, I'm in the South. Like, no, sorry. 15.
fair.
American cereal.
No, I love this. I fucking love
So
this.
let's return to the topic of sugar. Appalled is an appropriate word. Why do we put marshmallows in cereal? This one doesn't have marshmallows, but it should. Let's see. Let's look at this. Serving size, 1 cup. Total fat, 1.5. Not terrible. Where's the sugar? 12 grams of added sugar. Total sugars, 12 grams, including 12 added sugars. Oh,
So the cereals that we get in South Africa, I think, are majorly influenced by the cereals in the United States. So I can say for free that I do love American cereals. All those things like Fruit Loops and Frosted Flakes or whatever. I could eat that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I've had to make sure that I don't have any of that in the house anymore, or else, my diet would be very, very simple indeed. So I've had to remove it from my house, but I do enjoy American cereal.
Oh, that's a lot. For 1 serving. So 9 servings times 12. Oh boy. Yeah. That's great.
Cocoa
America.
Pebbles, that looks good.
14. Hot Pockets.
What is that?
What we failed to warn non-Americans about is that you have to wait for it to cool down first. Or try to. I put this one in the microwave a few minutes ago. We're going to find out. God, I hope I don't burn my mouth. But then the middle is still frozen. I know it's awful, but so good.
Awful, but so good.
Ow, ow, ow.
So this looks like some pastry with some meat and cheese filling.
You've had time to cool down. That's not fair. 13. Processed cheese. 2 words. Cheese food. Not real cheese. Cheese food. American cheese is not the way to show patriotism. Virtually any other cheese will taste better.
Right.
I do, however, have fond memories of Cheese Whiz and Triscuits. I mean, I know it's so gross and so bad for you. I actually refuse to have it in my house. Do you know why? Because I can't help myself, and I will eat it all. Hashtag guilty.
So the thing with processed cheese is, yes, it is undoubtedly not as good as real cheese, but when you're making that homemade burger and you put that processed cheese slice, on your burger, let's be honest, that definitely hits the spot. At least for me, I do not mind the processed cheese slices as long as it's when making a burger. But that's just me. I know some
12.
people hate them.
Ice. Is ice really food? Well, according to food safety regulations, yes. There have been studies that show it might be cleaner to drink from a toilet bowl at certain restaurants. However,
What?
the more ice, the better for most Americans. In other countries, the massive amounts of ice served in the States are confusing and absurd. We even have... So these are reusable ice cubes. The water's in there and you freeze them.
Yeah.
So that way, you can actually, quote unquote, wash your ice. Yeah. So, cheers.
Yeah, it reminds me of, whiskey stones. You get these stones, essentially, that you can freeze and then put in your, whiskey to keep it cool. And the beauty about those stones is that it obviously doesn't melt, so it doesn't influence the taste of your whiskey. I personally don't mind ice cubes, very, very necessary, but don't put too many ice cubes in your drink, because if you leave your drink for just a little bit, then all of a sudden it tastes very diluted. So a few ice cubes doesn't do anyone any harm, in my opinion.
11. Fruit salad.
I love this.
The big
I
complaint
love
here?
this.
Well, more marshmallows. See, I told you there's a theme. Oh, God, fruit salad is gross.
What?
10.
How is
High
fruit salad
fructose
gross?
corn syrup. Here's another culprit for why our food tastes so disgustingly sweet. Read your labels, people.
Corn syrup.
It's so sticky. Good for baking. 9. White bread. Take all the hearty grains and nutrition and chuck it out the window. Replace with sugar and whatever will make the bread last until the year 2075. I still like it though. I love all breads. That's not fair.
Yeah, this is definitely not disgusting. White bread definitely hits the spot. It just seems so neutral. But yeah, if you're feeling healthy, get your whole grain bread. Nothing wrong with that. But white bread is definitely not disgusting.
That's not fair. It's good.
It's good.
8. Ranch dressing. Apparently, it's not a thing in Europe. Salty, fatty mayo. I can't say I understand this one. Ranch dressing is my absolute favorite condiment.
I've never had ranch.
Ketchup? No, that's gross. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Them's fighting words. Ketchup is fantastic. Mayonnaise is the greatest condiment. Oh, Crystal, you and we're gonna have a talking.
I've got no opinion. I've never had ranch dressing.
You made me
and I
say
don't know what
ketchup's
it is.
gross? That's so rude. I love ketchup. Ketchup or catsup? Let us know in the comments below.
In South Africa, we call it tomato sauce. We don't call it ketchup. Why do they call it ketchup? Where does that word derive from? I'll be interested to know.
7. Sweet tea. If you're new to the US and have stumbled upon sweet tea, congratulations.
Never
You're
had
probably
it
in
my
a
life.
state where it's safe to try grits for the first time. People in the northern part of the country think it's weird too. And yes, there's a lot of sugar. I was trying to find the extra sweet version. It's purple. I couldn't. So this is technically not sweet tea. This is sweet tea and lemonade, also known as an Arnold Palmer. Now, I've never had Milo's. Oh, that's nice. Way more lemonade, though. I'd say, yeah.
I've never had sweet. Is sweet tea the same as iced tea that you get in the supermarket where it's sweetened? If it is, it's not too bad on a a hot day, but I've never been too much of a tea person. I'm the guy that has 10 cups of coffee per day, so never been much of a tea guy.
I like it, but I add sugar to my sweet tea. So, hey, I was 100 pounds heavier. There's a reason for that. 6, bacon bits. Is it real bacon? Really? Even if it says so on the jar, I have doubts, and I have no defense for this one. 5,
What's wrong with bacon bits? I've never had that, but what's wrong with that?
Remember our discussion on corn dogs? Well, people new to the US can't quite wrap their brains around why we are obsessed with frying almost anything at the county festival. Oreos, Mars bars, sticks of butter, funnel cake. Diabetes, anyone? Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Now, I didn't have time. I also don't own a deep fryer. So I got these pork cracklings instead. Which are fantastic. Also very southern thing.
Oh, I know exactly what. Okay. So yeah, when you have, your pork, and the fat becomes crackling. I guess this is like a sort of version of that you can get from the supermarket. That is very, very interesting.
Let's get this one. Oh, goodness.
I don't know how I feel about it.
You still feel the fat.
I don't know how I feel about it.
I'm not selling it, am I? So not quite the deep fried festival food, but it's a stand-in. 4, Twinkies.
I have had
I'm
one of
pretty
these
sure the
before,
Twinkie from my school lunchbox in the 90s is still good to eat. I don't really need to explain this one, do I? I'm still gonna eat it.
One. It's okay.
Twinkies are fantastic.
Okay.
They make chocolate ones. I think they make mint ones. Oh man.
She looks pretty good.
Yep. That was so good.
It's definitely not disgusting.
3, Chicago pizza. If you haven't tried Chicago style pizza, it's at least worth giving it a go. It's a whole experience, and you often need a fork and knife to eat it.
What?
Think of it more as a pizza casserole. It's another debated food, even among Americans. Let us know more things in the comments below. Chicago style or New York style?
So that's an interesting one for me, because this Chicago style pizza looks more like a pie. It looks very, very thick indeed. Personally, I do like pizza every now and again, but I always like the thin, crust or the thin based. So I don't think this would be my favorite, but I'll definitely give it a try. It's not disgusting.
2, PopTarts. Too dry, too sweet, too confusing. Are they really considered breakfast pastries? They can also burn your mouth as well as Hot Pockets if you stick them in a toaster first. These ones grab my attention. I'm gonna give you like 10 seconds to try to guess what flavor you think these are. I'm gonna get
ice cream.
You still get to guess. Give me a second. I'll see if it gives it away.
Ice cream flavor.
Oh my god.
What is that? What is that abomination?
No. Oh yeah. That's not gonna help, is it?
Is that cheese?
And in case, 1.
That does not look good, guys. That does not look good.
A lot of visitors and those newly settled have commented that our biscuits are oddly bland and dry, especially as much sugar and salt as we add to food. Though what do they really find disgusting? Biscuits and gravy. It's gloopy, gloppy, and salty and will make you question a few life choices. I have to say though, this one depends largely on who made it. Biscuits and gravy is fantastic. Are fantastic? Try it. Again, another southern thing. Don't go north and go biscuits and gravy. So, have you tried any of these? Also, what are some foods in your country visitors might find weird? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to...
Okay guys, so that is the video. I found that actually pretty enjoyable, pretty fun video to react to. I didn't find many of those actually to be disgusting, so I would say myth busted. I actually saw a lot of foods there that I haven't tried that I really do want to try, and it gives me an idea for a future video, and that is to try American snacks and American candy for the first time. I might do a bit of a bulk order and bring in a bunch of American foods. So if you have any idea on the famous American candy or American snacks that I should try, please let me know in the comments below. I'd be highly interested to know what your opinions on that are, and then I'll do an order. no doubt. But folks, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please remember to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. I am uploading videos every single day. But that is all I have for you today. So until next time, I hope you have a good one. I'll see you when I see you. Cheers.